I got a word for tonight, and it is a good word indeed. Okay. Tonight, this word is from the book of Daniel, and it's about what faithfulness to God can do for you. Okay? Where am I going to start? He was threatening to throw, he was threatening to throw Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, those three, into the fiery furnace because they refused to worship the false gods and the golden image that Nebuchadnezzar set up, okay? And because of this, Nebuchadnezzar wanted the furnace to be heated up 7 times more than usual. And he took the mightiest men from his army to bind these three and cast them into the furnace. But they said, "Our God whom we serve is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us out of thine hand, O king." They were speaking to Nebuchadnezzar, okay? This is what their faithfulness to God did for them. And Nebuchadnezzar's commandment to throw them in there was urgent. It says in Daniel chapter 3, verse 22, "Therefore, because the king's commandment was urgent and the furnace exceeding hot, the flame of the fire slew those men that took up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego." I'm probably not saying those names right, I'm sorry. "And these 3 men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, fell down, bound into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Then Nebuchadnezzar the king was astonished. I don't know how to say that. I assume that's a word for astonished. And maybe they misspelled that, I don't know. And rose up in haste, and spake, and said unto his counselors, Did we not cast 3 men bound into the midst of the fire? They answered and said to the king, True, O king. Then Nebuchadnezzar," wait a minute, hold on. Getting ahead of myself. Now, we are at Daniel chapter 3, verse 25. I'm going to restart at verse 24 because I got lost. "Then Nebuchadnezzar the king was astonished." I'm going to read it that way because that's the way it says it in here. "And rose up in haste, and spake, and said unto his counselors, Did we not cast 3 men bound into the midst of the fire? They answered and said unto the king, True, O king. He answered and said, Lo, I see 4 men loose, walking in the midst of the fire, and they have no hurt, and the form of the 4th is like the Son of God." I'm telling you right now, you could walk through fire, and it won't hurt you when you are faithful to God. That's beautiful. What a word. What a word. I'm not a professional YouTuber. I'm going to be as humble as possible, okay? Beautiful. You can walk through fire when you are faithful to God in it. The flames can't even hurt you, not with a lick of flame. God bless you. And Maranatha.